Stockpile Hobbies.
Welcome back to Stockpile Hobbies. My name is Steve, and today we are continuing on with our Stunticon race team. We're moving on to the next team member, Dead End. It should be a Porsche 928, but we've selected to go with a Datsun 280Z car. It became the easiest option to get. And I also did a poll on the channel, and I think it was unanimous. Everyone agreed that this body style here looked more like it than the Porsche 911 Carrera was the other option we're going to go with. But we're going to start the customization today of this, and we'll be updating the vintage AFX chassis with a Viper Scale Racing Bracket Master slot car chassis here. But before we get to that, we have to first get to this. See about making it look like its Transformers counterpart. Let's see how it looks here in comparison. So, not the exact match, but it's pretty similar along the hood lines and having a little spoiler in the back. So, like I said, the first thing you want to do is get the chassis out from under the car, or the body. It's a real nice one too. I'm going to throw it on the dyno here, and I'm going to throw it up for sale. I like to give the vintage ones back to the hobbyists and keep them going. We're going to be upgrading this one anyways. The car should have black windows, but I love the blue, and we're going to keep the blue windows with the new red body. First we have to get this off. I don't want this to break. I'm going to very gently try and get this open here. Well, if I break it, let's catch it on camera, right? So I kind of just pushed down on the red part of the body, and it popped it right up. Perfect. So I'm going to attempt to do the same thing now for the chrome bumpers. And it looks like the plastic's melted over the part, so I probably got to put this down on something soft and start to break the plastic away from around the bumper clip here. If you notice, I got a kind of wide, small screwdriver here. I didn't grab the smallest one over there. I grabbed the fattest one to give it the most, to give it the largest surface area to make it happen. I just started torquing it a little bit here, just turning it, and it popped off the little upper part that was holding it on. I'm going to try it again over here. There it goes. Now let's do the same for the back. Just like that, just crumbled away. There we go. Perfect. I did a really nice job preserving everything. The glass came right off in one piece. The front grille as well. And the rear bumper assembly. Awesome. Alright, so I took some rubbing alcohol here on a Q-tip and went over the whole body, got it all nice and clean. Gonna let that dry. And then I'm gonna start painting it red. And to do that, I bought some cranberry gloss for it to kind of hopefully match up to that color. And before I do this though, I'm gonna shove this into some hot tap water for about 10 minutes and then apply the paint. This will help it atomize and stop it from spitting paint. So it's been overnight. It's been about 18 hours. It's not quite dry yet. I don't think all the way hardened yet, but it looks like it came out really cool. Hopefully it will match close enough to the picture when we get to it. So I'm going to let that harden some more and dry. And while that's doing that, we're going to open up the Bracket Master here from Viper Scale Racing. So I had asked, for some other different things to try out from Viper, and recommended the Bracket Master here. Comparing it to the V-Spec, I think everything is similar. I think it just has different gearing in it. It has a 822 gearing setup in the back, so it should be faster going down the drag strip. I think it has the same razor front end, 6 ohms armature. I elected to have the Lexan body cut off, so that would make it lighter too, but I'm going to run it with, traditional bodies on it, so I have an AFX clip on it here. Before we run it though, I'm going to add some oil to it, and I'm going to put some of the grease into the gearing here. So let's. All right. So all I'm doing is I'm going to add some oil to the top of the armature here on the bushing, just a drop. There we go. Let that work through a little bit. I'm going to do the back of it now, where it comes through the body. Go. And don't worry if you apply too much. You can just use a Q-tip and swab up the extra oil. On the back here, the axles where they touch the chassis. And also on the fronts where they touch as well. And then finally I'm going to put some of this Teflon grease into the gears. That's all you need. Maybe a little bit more, but you want to get it spread out. You see, it doesn't take a lot. Once you apply it, it will spread out as you rotate the assembly. All right, here we go. I got a vintage body on it. Yeah, it's faster for sure. 0.639. And it's funny, it kind of came off the track a little bit, and I found another car where I found this one. Beautiful. So that last body had a long nose on it. I'm going to run it now with the iWheels Challenger body on it and see how it does. I warmed it up. 0.637. Yeah, it got really far up the gravity brake too. It's all the way up here. I think that's like one of the furthest they've ever made it. Cool. So I imagine it'll go around the track pretty good too. That's really cool. I'm gonna let the dead end's body continue to dry here. It's good to know that that's good. We're gonna need to put some white wheels on this car, so I'm gonna get these wheels off, and we're gonna get these done up in white and reassemble the body. All right, I got the headlights masked off here to add some black to it. I got some just some acrylic black here. Here we go. All right. Check the masking real quick. Looks good. So it might take 2 coats. But I gotta do a little cleanup over here. Not too bad. I gotta do a little cleanup over here real quick. Alright, so let's get all the chrome back onto the car here. If I remember correctly, this is the front, I believe. Right here. Let's see, something like that right there. I'm gonna add some glue now to hold that into place. Looks really cool. I'm using the Loctite Super Glue Ultra Controlled. This gel, this stuff is awesome. I'm going to be doing a live stream here after this, and I use the glue. I use this as body filler over here on the spoiler, which I'm going to show in the live stream. So now I'm just going to put some glue all over this here, just like that. And with a toothpick, you can now get in there. You just want to spread that around. The back bumper was real easy. It just lined up and I pushed down and it's seated in place. Perfect. I'm going to do the same thing. Alright, there is a problem. This front bumper here has this overhang that comes down, and on the Viper Scale Racing chassis here, if you compare it to a traditional AFX one, we see that it's longer in length. And because of that, I'm not able to get the chassis installed. Even if I try going underneath the bumper here, it's just in the way, and I'm gonna have to cut it out. So I'm gonna use a Dremel or a cutting tool, but I'm gonna come in and cut out the bottom portion of the chrome bumper here and see if I can get this to sit right. Dremel it is. Car looks really cool. I noticed I gotta figure out a way to kind of shim the body here to keep that gap between the chassis and the bumper, because it can slide back and it will actually rub the back wheel well. So I haven't figured out what to do, or maybe somehow of I don't want to say attaching it, but getting it to actually stick to the front. But so maybe wedging something in the back there between the chassis and the bumper, just to keep it from doing that. But you figure if it's gonna go anyways, it's gonna force the body back when it's going in a straight line. It's just when it slows down, it might catch. But if it does take some force. But I wouldn't doubt it would happen during racing for sure, right? I'm gonna take a brush. I'm just gonna touch up the wheels. I've had the tires on a couple times, on and off, and it always tends to do that a little bit. It's real easy to touch up. It's really hard not to get any on the silicone. So I'm just gonna try and do it. I installed the wheels by the tires by taking the wheels off and pulling the tires on from the back side. It seems to work pretty good. But the car looks really cool. And for the next part here, I did this on the live stream. I added the Decpticon logo to the roof. I think originally they were supposed to have it on the center of the hood somewhere or whatever, but I'm going to do them all here. It seems like a good spot to do it. It's out of the way. And to do that, I have these stickers I purchased probably about over a decade or plus ago. And they have these really small ones, and it's actually a pretty good size for it. It's just a matter of how well I can cut it. I learned long ago that you want to cut or leave yourself a whip, a tail, to try and dig off the back sticker, as you see. So now when I cut, I'll have a nice clean decal. I did the same thing for this one. The other option is to just leave it as is, use a dab of glue and glue it on too with some super glue. There's a chance it could peel off and fly, but see how much effort it took just to get the backing off? It's insane. So this is nice. I can now remove all the backing. And we're just going to lightly touch the sticker to the tip of the tongs. I don't want it to be a pain to come off when we put it on the car. And while it's like this, we need to actually trim off the extra piece on the bottom. So I just tried it again, and it kind of landed like that, and it looks real close. I'm afraid to push down the one side. Let's see. Man, that's real close. I think I'm going to have to go with that. It's a little over to the driver's side. If I can just... right there. Oh! So stupid. Wow, like right there, right? Is that good? Straight. here it is. Came out looking really cool. Love the white wheels. Got the Decepticon sticker on there straight, all trimmed, looking great. Oh, couldn't be happier. That makes 2 now. How do they look, Bella?
Good.
You like them?
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you like more, the red one or the white one?
The red one.
Yeah, 85.
Alright.
Well, Bella likes it better than the Lamborghini. I gotta agree, it's pretty cool, looking pretty sharp. It's got the Bracket Master Viper Scale Racing chassis on it. So this how it goes down the track now with the body on it, and it's a good pull at the same time. How does it look?
Looks great.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
I know.
So we gotta see how fast it is on the track. I think it did 0.634.
0.63?
So, and I didn't have a body on it. I expected it to be a little bit slower. 0.636. It's just about as fast as it was 0.634. I think it was rubbing. Wow, that's awesome. So it's performing the same. Let's keep running. Let's hot lap it a couple times and see how low I can get this number. All right, I'm gonna go with the slow reaction because I want to get a real time here. I don't want a red light. 0.627. Wow. Whoa. So fast. Let's keep it going. .625. Wow. So that's one fast Stunticon. Good looking too. I'm glad I kept the window blue on it. It looks really nice with the blue. The white wheels look great. So let's show them off here with the inspiration. I think the 280Z was a great match for the cartoon representation of the Porsche 928. I think it looks really good. I think I did okay with the color, this cranberry red that I picked up. Great, and you know, aside from having the Decepticon logo on the hoods of them, I'm glad I have them on the roofline instead. I mean, that's the one glaring difference, more so than I think the car is, but real happy with how both of these have come out. Got to look at the Viper Scale Racing Bracket Master here, just screaming fast. It's the fastest car I got in the fleet now. So that's awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a great time making the Stunticon here, dead end in the center. I think he looks great. Came out awesome. The kids seem to love him too. He's the fastest car now with the Viper Scale Racing Bracket Master chassis under him. And next we'll be moving on to the Tyrell. I spent some time after the live stream, like sanding down that spoiler some more. And it's as good as I'm going to get it. I'm afraid it's going to become unglued and I'll have to repair it again. So, however it is, I'm going to paint it now. We're going to start masking it off. I got to find tires for the Tyrell. If you know the tire size or where to get them, or if you can make them, please reach out to me. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you think of the cars too. Do you love them? Do you hate them? What are you currently working on and customizing? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. So please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And keep having fun, everyone.